Good evening, YouTube. Episcopal Piper coming to you tonight from Statesville, North Carolina, where I am returning home from a conference. I had to stop on the road overnight, and managed to find that rarest of rare items, a smoke-friendly hotel room. So I am enjoying a pipe in the comfort of my room at the Hampton Inn in Statesville, North Carolina, if you happen to find yourself in this part of the world. When I checked in, the desk clerk asked me if I wanted smoking or non-smoking rooms. I was so taken aback by the request. I said, "Is that an option?" And they said, "It's North Carolina." Yeah. So anyway, having had a wonderful dinner, and then came back and wanted to make a quick video. Hadn't made a video in quite some time. Lots going on. First order of business. This is a sort of belated yabo, although the box was open some time ago, for my new little Savinelli Author 320 Marron Glace finish, which I believe is French for glazed chestnut. So it's a wonderful brown color, lightly rusticated. You know, it's a Savinelli, so it's a factory manufacture, but I've been wanting to get one in this shape for some time. Several of you in the community had recommended this shape as a favorite, and I can see why. No hands, very light, hangs well, good size, probably about an hour and a half worth of smoke here. So I got myself a little rubber bit on the tip just to clench with. But I've had a couple of bowls so far, and it smokes beautifully. I took the filter out because it's the balsa wood filters that Savinelli uses, and that's not something I've ever particularly enjoyed using. Go. Wow. Yeah. Blue Note, my go-to favorite bulk tobacco from the Marcella's cigar shop in Augusta, Georgia. And I need to go back over there. Oh, while I was on the way up to the conference, I was able to stop at the J&R Cigar Store and Lounge in it's now just north of Charlotte, North Carolina. They used to be here in Statesville, but they moved a while back. And folks, if you're in the neighborhood, for heaven's sake, do yourself a favor and go by there. It is amazing. First of all, just the availability of stock, and then huge lounge, outdoor, indoor, bar area, dining area, wonderful customer service, great outfit. When I lived in New Jersey, I used to spend a good deal of time at the J&R Lounge in Whippany, New Jersey, which was not far from where we lived. Got a lot of sermons written in that cigar lounge, and a good bit of my doctoral dissertation as well. So anyway, enough with the shout outs and the free advertising. The conference, as I said, a lot going on right now. Some of you have been aware of my job search situation and have been keeping me in your thoughts, and I appreciate that. I've got a couple of lively prospects that I should be learning something about in the next week or so. I had a final interview with one search committee that came and met with me last weekend, and I'm expecting to hear from another place pretty soon. So those are two lively maybes, and if not, I've got some other things on the back burner that might pan out. So that's where that stands. And the conference I just came from was 3 days in New Jersey with a gathering of friends and colleagues in liturgical studies. So we are scholars and practitioners in our denomination of our worship together. And we're getting ready to propose or suggest some plans for the revision of our worship resources. That was at the instruction of the General Convention, which meets every 3 years, and they voted and said we want to look at doing this. So I'm part of that group informally, but then found out yesterday that I'm being invited to have a place on the formal committee structure, which is really cool. So I'm going to be doing that and helping those folks do their work together over the next couple of years, getting ready for our next General Convention in 2018, which will be in Austin. So if you're in the Austin area in June of 2018, run and hide. The Episcopalians are taking over. But that'll be a lot of fun. I've told people General Convention is 1/3 business meeting, 1/3 family reunion, and 1/3 flea market. And the flea market is people selling books and icons and religious statuary and vestments and whatnot, but it's also the exchange of the ideas. It's the place where folks get together and talk about what they're doing that is really cool or interesting or transformational. And sometimes you discover someone doing the same thing that you're doing on the other side of the country, and you can make common cause, or you get an idea for something that you just hadn't thought of. I've been to the last 2 General Conventions and think it's pretty wonderful. Not as a delegate, because those folks work really hard. They are doing all of the administrative and agenda business for the church, and some of that it's all important. I was about to misspeak there. It's all important, but it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of tracking on changes and proposals and voting and decision making and who gets funded and whose funding gets increased. And so kudos to those people. I've just gotten to go and enjoy myself. So we'll see what happens in 2018. I may be there in some official capacity myself. What else? Thank you, folks, the people on the YouTube Pipe community who are continuing to do videos, not only for information and education, keeping us updated, but also how you are doing yourself. I know several folks are in kind of transitional job situations or have family stuff that's going on, and not to get into anyone's business, but it's good to hear from you and know what's going on, and if you are in need of our good thoughts or energy or prayers, that we can do that. So, well, I'm talking too much and my pipe's gone out. So that'll be enough for tonight. Y'all have a great evening or morning or whatever time of day it may be on the globe where you are. Over and out.